Hello boys and girls, do I have something special for you today? I think I do. This is called Multi-Tool Switchplier 2.0 from SOG. SOG, if you guys don't know, this is a company from Irving, Texas, American company. They're named after the military assistant command in Vietnam called Studies and Observations Group. The abbreviation for it was MACV-SOG, SOG, a covert US Special Operations Unit that fought in the Vietnam War. So originally the SOG knife was designed for and issued to the MACV-SOG personnel during the Vietnam War. The knife was unmarked to make it difficult to trace its country of origin or manufacture. So that's how this kind of started, and the company SOG Specialty Knives was founded in 1986 by Spencer and Gloria Fraser to reproduce the original SOG Bowie knife from Vietnam. And the name of the company is a tribute to the MACV SOG unit, the ones who were covertly designing knives for the battlefront. So the SOG company has been existing, like, if you do the math, over 38 years, right? And basically, 37? Sorry, math is not my strong suit. So the SOG knife has been used by the US Special Forces, and this is a knife of choice for the US Navy SEAL. Some of SOG's other notable knives include Tomcat, which won the Knife of the Year award from Black Magazine in 1988. So this speaks to the rich history of this brand. SOG Power Tool was an American-made multi-tool from this company again. The Power Plier was the first multi-tool to feature SOG's patented compound leverage. So those are the gears when you see on SOG tools. Sorry, I cut myself, by the way, with my bailout knife. Anyway, so that patented SOG's compound leverage, where you see those gears and they kind of work together to give you like extra leverage on those plier heads. So SEAL Team 2000 was the knife of choice for the US Navy SEALs after the extensive testing and evaluation. So we can tell that this company is doing something right. Basically, they do hard use duty knives with titanium handles and like some other stuff as well. You know what I like about them, this company has been through a lot. I understand they've been sold to another company and now they're being sold once again. You know, the main people at the helm are staying the same, and whoever bought them, they kind of respect their legacy and they want the main people to stay there. So fingers crossed, it's not going to affect the SOG. I like to see this company to survive all the commotion and to thrive and to continue producing whatever they're producing, right? So to me, SOG always felt right. They always have something interesting. I'm always on the lookout for their tools and everything. So this particular one, it's called Switchplier 2.0. This item is discontinued, right? So if you want to buy this, you have to go somewhere like on a eBay or something like that and pay a premium, pay somebody who is reselling them for a big margins. However, that's not what happened to me. Just by kind of sheer stretch of luck, the local Ace Hardware store where I live had four of these in stock. After I bought this one, they still have 3. So if you want to roll the dice and do a search in your area for the Ace Hardware, they might have this Switchplier 2.0. That's how I got it. I just went there, paid $69.99 plus tax, which is 70 something in my case, and that's how I got this Switchplier. Let me show you what it is. This is a really interesting product, and that's what I mean when I say I want SOG to thrive. This is an American company. They're doing a lot of things right. They're here to innovate, and I just like their aesthetics, you know. Aesthetics are important. I like, you know, the SOG's aesthetics rub me the right way, you know. There are some things that rub me the wrong way, not with SOG. With SOG, it always rubs me the right way. This is the packaging, you know, just a plastic, nothing to it, no sheath, nothing like that. Very simple thing inside, just a, what is called the Switchplier. And let me show you how it works, because this design is really original, really interesting. And the Switchplier, it's because it works like a switchblade. If you know your switchblades, there's a button, you press the button, and your switchblade opens. So this comes in an open position. Let me close it for you. If I can, you close it like that, and that's how this thing appears when you just look at this, right? Interesting, huh? So, and then, just like a badass you are, you press this button and it opens up the plier. Okay, it didn't open it up all the way, so you make sure it clicks. This is the first time I'm doing this for me. So, and now you have the plier head. The top part of the plier head doesn't move, it remains stationary. And then the bottom ones, I can see something resembling of a gear underneath. And the top part where you see like the larger gear teeth, these are just for decoration. And that's how it is. It's very simple. If you ask SOG what it's all about, they will tell you it's fast, smart, and built to tackle nearly any outdoor task that crosses your path. Like a switchblade, the SOG Switch multi-tool features a simple, convenient push-button operation that allows users to deploy its integrated plier tool instantly. Includes 12 tools, including pliers, wire cutters, knife blade, screwdrivers, file, ruler, and can/bottle openers, all built into its all-purpose handle. And it's just 4 3/8 overall inches when closed. If you're wondering what is 3/8, it's just over 3 1/4. All right, so this is 4 3/8. That's a pretty interesting form factor. Let's compare it to the knife. In this case, it's a Presidio 2. So it's smaller when you look at it this way. It might be a little wider when you look at it this way, but not by much. So in either case, it's a very convenient form factor. I say whatever they were trying to achieve here, they succeeded, because you have a folding plier head into this interesting, convenient form factor. Now, we all know Leatherman tools, right? Let me see if I have some here. Leatherman tools are, of course, amazing. No one is doubting that. Look at this. And they, you know, they have their place in the industry as the king of multi-tools. This is Leatherman Wave, right? And they also have the pliers that are hiding away. You can close it, and they have a convenient portable form factor. However, what I like about this SOG, it also hides away, and it has a nice convenient form factor, and it's completely unique. And it has that nice button feature that you will not see or find anywhere else. I like it, I appreciate it, I bought it, and I hope that the money that I spent goes to SOG, and they can continue survive and thrive and provide some more interesting designs for us. Let me show you really quick what's inside the handle, because that's where we have all these extra tools. From what I understand, all these tools are lockable. First of all, you have this knife. The steel is 420, not 420 HC, mind you, just 420, which is not 420 HC. That's as much as I'm gonna tell you. I'd say that it's a good steel, respectable steel. It will work just fine. Many factors go into how well it's gonna cut, including knife geometry. This knife has a really nice kind of thickish, not too thick stock, and then it's got a hollow grind I can feel a hollow grind, right? So it's very narrow over here, close to the edge. And then you have the edge and the serrated edge. 2 3/4 overall over here. Everything is lockable, so you have to press on all these things and it will close for you. And make sure the handle is completely open so you have room to fold the blade. Let's continue. On the other side, the opposite side, is the 3-side file. This file has 3 sides to this. This is a cross-section metal file, or I don't know, maybe wood. This is just a simple flat file over here, and then on one of these edges, I think it's over here, it's got something else. So something else that you can use if need be. And then inside you keep digging and you will find more attachments. You have this would be cap lifter / awl, which is very very sharp. You have a can opener / a small flat screwdriver over here. You have a maybe a seatbelt cutter with a Phillips head, which is a full Phillips head. It's not like like some on the Leatherman it might not be a full round Phillips head, but this one is a full Phillips head, if you can see that. And then we're not done. The last one, oh, this is actually a bottle cap lifter. The other one I don't even know. And it's got a flathead screwdriver on the end. This one, what is it? What do you guys think this is? Maybe a wire stripper and an awl. This awl is really sharp, I'm telling you. And yeah, so that's about it. Very simple. It's not too much. Nothing you don't need. Everything you might need, and hopefully you don't. But yeah, very simple, innovative, and kind of fun tool. I'd say it's fun. Right now it's a little gritty. I can see the remnants of some oil over here, which is kind of getting dried up. So this tool could benefit from a little service, which I can perform. I can see some of the screws here are Allen key screws. So I venture to say this can be disassembled. You can take everything apart. I kind of like them. I know some people don't like it, but on the deep carry pocket clip, it's got the SOG impression over here, and like a see-through. I like that. That's what you're gonna see out of your pocket. I think that's kind of cool. Do you guys want to see if this will cut some paper? I don't know, 420 blade. By the way, this first 2 times it didn't open all the way. I had to push it, and then on the 3rd time, it opened all the way. So that means, the more you use it, the better it becomes. So I have this piece of paper. Let's see how sharp the knife will be. I think it should be sharp. I wonder if I should close the plier before using the knife. Okay, so if you close the plier, that's your knife form factor. And of course, it's a lockable knife, so it will not close on you no matter what. But even if the lock fails, it's kind of nice that the handle is in a way of it closing on your hand. So that's like a double safety feature over here. And the grip on the hand, it's pretty hand feeling, which, and it's not intrusive. It's not intrusive. I'm going to be the last person to say anything bad about Leatherman, and I'm not even saying anything bad. But what do you think is a more convenient hand feeling factor? Is it this wave or this SOG? Look, all the sides are kind of straight. There's no sharp edges. There is that pocket clip, which you can remove, and you can also add pocket clip to the wave as well. But look at this form factor. It's pretty friendly to your hand, Of course, nothing wrong with Leatherman, right? With the wave. Wave is a goat. This is a great tool, by the way. But, you know, it's got some edges that are sticking out. It's got something that might be tiresome on a long day. But over here, it's no problem, all right? So let's test this knife. I don't know if I should test the serrated part. Well, anyway, that's what I'm getting so far. I don't know. And then the straight part, let's give it a shot. Very smooth, actually. Straight part is very smooth. Very smooth. Yeah, I think this knife will do just fine in your operation. I've seen some climber left a review for this, and you know, he said something that I liked. Basically, he said, you know, I spent some time climbing, and this is a good tool to have. Like when you're hanging over there in the air and you need some extra leverage that may potentially save your life, and you want something that's going to be like one hand accessible, right? Of course, he's probably not talking about the knife. I don't know if knife is one-handed accessible. However, okay, so let's see if the knife is going to be hand accessible. So first I need to open the plier. It's open. So definitely plier is one-handed accessible, right? So if you are in the air, you're hanging by your whatever there is, you may only have one hand to work with. So you kind of need this, right? So something like a Leatherman, at least this model, because Leatherman does have one hand operated model, but something like this may not be as convenient. Not just because, you know, like right now I'm using two hands, but if I really want to do it, I can use one hand, right? Let me struggle with this. Okay, so I've done it, right? You can do it if you have dexterity in your hands, and hopefully you do if you're a climber. However, after this, you have spring-loaded pliers, so you have to open it and close it. Open it like this and close it. So here's where spring-loaded pliers come in handy. You only have to close it. It opens up automatically for you. That's a huge help for a one-handed operation. And not just a huge help, it's a must. It's a must-have. To my mind, this reminds me of this Leatherman model called OHT. If you guys are familiar with this, OHT stands for one-hand operation. Basically, you have these two buttons over here. This is Leatherman, right? So you kind of let it slide like this. It opens up the plier head, and it's spring-loaded. And very kind of convenient spring-loaded mechanism. So, unfortunately, this one is also discontinued. Leatherman discontinued this model in favor of their new Free series, which is kind of like favorable for one-hand operation. However, it's not spring-loaded as far as pliers go. But this one, OHT, it does have spring-loaded pliers. So if you compare OHT to SOG Switchplier, you can see that OHT is much chunkier, at least in this dimension. Actually, in this dimension as well. Look how much bigger this is, right? And of course, this is not the review of OHT. OHT might have some interesting attachments as well because of the way this everything is working. All these attachments are kind of short, on a short size. You see that it has everything, but everything is a little compactly kind of packed away over there. And so, but it's got all these things. It is discontinued, sadly. So, you know, and so is this one actually. But like I said, if you rush to your Ace Hardware stores, call them ahead of time, because when I called them, they had 7 in the inventory, but only 4 were actually on the floor. So even if they have like 1 or 2 in the inventory, they may not have any on the floor. but you can still find them if you really want to be looking. Thanks for tuning in.